Welcome back. It's so great to see you here at the channel again. The human behavior blueprint for sales. Yes, I'm going to give it to you, the complete psychology of why people buy, delay, and decide. We'll call it a masterclass for accountants, bookkeepers, tax professionals, and advisors. Guys, most accounts believe inside of the sales game, okay, that it's about explaining services. Well, it isn't, okay? And most accounts believe prospects make logical decisions. They don't. I think you're learning that as you watch the channel. Most accountants believe clients hire the most what? The most qualified professional, okay? You probably feel like you are the most qualified professional and you're not closing deals, so you're kind of upset with that, and that's why you're at the channel. But I will be the first to tell you that's not true. They rarely do. Okay, if that were true, every CPA with 30 years of experience would have a waiting list. The reality is, guys, that people buy based on psychology and they justify with logic. The accountant who understands human behavior will outperform the accountant who only understands what? Understands accounting. Okay, so the one who understands human behavior better will always outperform the one with the most technical skills. Same goes for like a tax preparer. Look, if a tax preparer who understands decision making, it's the same deal, will always outperform the tax preparer who knows simply tax law. Same goes with the advising. You put the advising hat on. The advisor who understands how humans think will outperform advisors with superior technical knowledge. I see it all the time, actually. Really, really smart guys and gals afraid to even market. Okay? Afraid to even market when you got less competent people marketing. So it's all about your belief in yourself. I can't stress that enough. And remember, before we get rolling here, people buy based on psychology and justify with logic. Yes, you could throw emotion in there, but for the video's sake, I'm going to say just psychology and justify with logic. Hey, let's go to, so normally roll through these modules, these sales videos, and I give you guys modules, okay? But today, for this video specifically, I'm going to call them principles, okay? So for this principle number 1, human beings move away from pain faster than toward gain. So write that down. I talk about this a lot. We'll call it loss aversion. Behavioral economists like Daniel Kahneman discovered that people experience losses approximately twice as intensely as equivalent gains. So what in the world does that mean? It means that losing $1,000 hurts more than gaining $1,000 feels good. Okay? This explains, guys, why prospects delay in hiring you and hiring the accountants. They're not comparing your fee. They're comparing what? Write this down. Certain cost today versus potential future benefit. Their brain sees risk, not opportunity. That's why this question is more powerful than discussing features. Write this down. Hey, Janet, what happens if nothing changes over the next 12 months? So what happens is now they begin mentally experiencing the consequences. Look, guys, the late nights, the tax problems, the cash flows, the disorganization, missed opportunities. Understand that pain creates what? Pain creates movement. You should know this by now. Pain is the number one thing. Pain is the number one thing. And I got a lot of number ones, but pain is seriously up there. All right, principle 2. Let's move to principle 2. People buy certainty. Look, guys, the greatest fear in every purchase is uncertainty. I covered this heavily in my last video. The prospect isn't asking, can you do bookkeeping? They're asking, can I trust this outcome? You have to understand that every sale is fundamentally a transfer of certainty. The advisor with the most, what? Write this down. The advisor with the most certainty always wins. Not because they're smarter, because the certainty that they have reduces fear. Now, guys, the elite professionals say we can help. We've done this before. Here's exactly what happens next. Listen, Janet. Listen, John. We have a process to how this works. The amateurs, the hesitant people, the people who hate sales, the people who look at sales as a bad thing, this is what you say. I think, maybe, possibly, we'll see. Guys, the human being brain craves certainty. You need to provide it. It's your job. And use your tonality to really do it. Really get going. All right. Principle number 3. All right. Principle number 3. The brain hates complexity. The human brain is designed to conserve energy. Complexity creates resistance. Confusion creates a delay. So guys, when you explain Schedule C, depreciation, adjusted basis, entity structure, optimization, tax planning frameworks. Often what the prospect hears, these business owners, this crap is complicated. The confused mind never buys. You need to simplify. Instead of explaining bookkeeping, say, hey, listen, we organize your finances so you always know where your business stands. Instead of explaining advisory, say, we help you make more money and keep more money. Janet, where do you want to go? Where do you want to take your kids? Disney World? Let me show you how to make your business an extra $10K a month so you can do that. Boom. Simple sells. Complex overwhelms. Write it down. Simple sells, complex overwhelms. Simple sells, complex overwhelms. Boom! Let's go to principle 4, all right? Humans buy what? Identity. Transformation. The title of this principle is Humans Buy Identity. This is where elite salespeople separate from the average salespeople. Guys, people don't buy services. They buy who they become. Nobody buys bookkeeping. They buy being organized. Nobody buys tax planning. They buy confidence. Nobody buys advisory. They buy becoming what? A successful business owner. So ask yourself, who does this prospect want to become? Every purchase is an identity decision. Okay, questions like, what does success look like for you, Mark? What kind of business owner do you want to become, Mark? What would your life look like if this worked, Mark? Activate future identity. Okay, and future identity drives decisions. Principle number 5. Principle number 5. Emotion creates action. Your emotion, okay, is everything. Logic justifies action, but emotion creates it. So think about your own purchases, your darn house, the car, the gym membership, the business investment. You felt something first, okay? And then what happened is you found reasons. Prospects buy because they feel hope, relief, confidence, excitement, security, and freedom. The accountant who only talks about numbers, write this down, write it down. The accountant who talks about numbers loses. I'd rather be a winner than a loser. The accountant who connects numbers to emotions is the winner. I want to be a winner. So connect numbers to emotions. Okay? Let's go to principle 6. Every prospect is asking 3 questions. What are the 3 questions that they're asking? What I'm going to tell you. Okay? Whether they say it or not, every brain wants answers. Question 1, can I trust you? Question 2, can you help me? Question 3, hey, is this worth it? Every conversation that you're in the game, when you're in the game, okay? Trust, competence, and value. Miss one of those, and the sale will stall. Happens every time. Let's go to principle 7, okay? Humans follow social proof. Let me go over here and take a drink of water, too, real quick. Okay, look. Principle number 7. You got to stay hydrated, too. You should be drinking a liter of water a day. Is this a liter? 1 gallon. 1 gallon a day. All right, here's the thing. Okay, look. Principle number 7. Principle number 7. Humans follow social proof. So what does that look like? People look to others when uncertain. And write it down. Survival psychology. That's what it is. Survival psychology. If other people trust you, new prospects trust you faster. This is why stories matter. Not testimonials, but stories. So like, for example, I worked with a bookkeeper who started with 0 clients, and within a year, she had 10 reoccurring bookkeeping clients. Now the prospect sees themselves, the story reduces uncertainty. So stories always sell. So you got to tell stories. I can't stress it enough. I tell stories all the time. Stories all the time. Boom, 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 boom. In the game, and I tell them a story about their future self even. Hey, a year from now, imagine if you didn't add advisory services to what you're already doing, you're going to leave this amount of money on the table. Or we have this version of you who does it. You have this client. Now you're able to do. So you can paint stories and paint pictures, those kinds of things. So principle number 8. All right. So basically what I was saying right there is just take the value of your services, paint a future version of themselves, and tell a story about themselves where they use your services, and now their business is running differently, bringing in more profit than ever. The books are better than ever. The taxes, they're keeping more money, the money that they make, than ever. All those kinds of things. Principle number 8. People do not fear spending money. Absolutely not. look at, well, I was going to joke and look at our economy, but actually, no, literally, what a beautiful economy we actually have. People do not fear spending money. That's the title of the principle number 8. They fear making mistakes. So this is going to change everything for you. The prospect isn't protecting their wallet, they're protecting their self-image. Nobody wants to feel foolish. Nobody wants regret. Nobody wants to be wrong, guys. That's why elite advisors reduce perceived risk. Questions like, what concerns do you have about moving forward? Allows fears to surface. Unspoken fears become objections. Spoken fears become conversations. All right, let's go to principle number 9. I titled this, Humans Need Meaning. Humans need meaning. It's so true. In fact, it saddens me when I think about people without meaning. But look, that's neither here nor there. Every decision serves a deeper motive. Money is rarely the real reason. The real reasons typically would be freedom, security, family, status, achievement, purpose, control. When a prospect says to you, look guys, when a prospect says, I want more clients, okay, ask, what would having more clients mean for you personally? Now you find the real motive. The deeper motive drives the decision, all right? And I'll leave that there. Let's move to principle number 10. The highest level of sales. The highest level of sales. Write it down. Write it down. What's written is retained. If you're not writing what I'm teaching down, who are you fooling? Yourself. Whose paychecks are you impacting? Yourself, right? And the other thing is you should be doing over 100 calls a day to small businesses. Just my random thought of the video, you should be doing 100 outbound B2B calls a day. If you're not, shame on you. How else are you going to grow your business? What are you doing? Grow a sales team. Start hiring sales reps. Grow your accounting firm. Your bookkeeper should sell your services. Your tax preparer should watch my videos, learn sales, sell your tax services. What are you doing? All right, principle number 10. The highest level of sales, okay, the highest level of sales is helping someone make a good decision. You should be loving, caring, and you should serve them at the highest level. Selling is helping, so I just want to stress that and understand that it is all about helping someone make a good decision. Most salespeople focus so much on closing. Masters focus on clarity. So understand that the goal is not pressure. The goal is helping a prospect clearly see, guys, where they are. Write it down. The goal is to help them see where they are, where they want to go, what stands in the way, how to bridge the gap. When clarity appears, decisions will always become easy. So I'd like to leave you with this final message. Just from me to you, the greatest sales lesson I can teach accountants is this. People are not spreadsheets. People are emotional. People are irrational, fearful, hopeful. But they are definitely driven by identity. They're always searching for certainty. And every sale happens when you understand the human being behind the numbers. Master accounting, and you'll always be valuable. But master human behavior, and you will become indispensable. The future belongs to the professionals who understand both. And that's the human behavior blueprint for sales. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check us out at Universal Accounting Center. Been around almost 50 years. Tax certification, bookkeeping, advisory, enrolled agent. We give you coaches. We've got a life coach, Robin Mont. So whatever you need to go to the next level, like we've got the turnkey process. Really, you just need more courage. So reach out to me. I'll help you out. Have a good one.